for kind of isolating engagements here, or at least finding these little I mean, the set piece is the best way to describe it, right? We had a taste of it yesterday, seeing an opener, but here actually Ardis will find Durka as the opener. Get this round off.
The swing off the back of that could have been quite nice, but didn't quite get what they wanted. Actually get sent packing by, I think it was Angel, who was more than prepared for that swing on main. I'm going to take their attention over towards short, where Bose is waiting with a frenzy. Now that's a little bit of a problem, because this is prime territory, and that flash was far from primed. And you're right, the trail gives it all away.
So again, closing down that kill perfectly. But Fnatic bringing it to a 2v3, and considering how this started, definitely doable here. They've done the hard work.
Well, Enzo's going to have to put the hours in now.
Bring them down.
Here's another Prowler. At least going to force a little bit of information to come out on the site itself, force Zipan back further. Mystic going to take a little bit more space, tap on the spike itself, and probably a swing towards short. Now he's actually down to get to, but it forces a trade out from Zipan, who is very well prepared. So not.
That's the headhunter. But again, a tapered purchase here. I'm not sure why Angel would come into this with 2,600.
Yeah, I've got questions, some of which I may not find an answer to, and Boaster absolutely unaware and just softened.
Spike planted.
And this Fnatic looking to do as much damage as possible. Now, Zipan has actually just popped off, found two comfortably. And Enzo well a mile away.
In Narnia, yeah. Still trying to take this engagement with Ardis over towards B main. The trap, going to keep him tucked in here. Will be spotted nice and early. Nice. Ardis lead in terms of the finances early on.
Would be quite substantial. Now, I do want to see how Boaster fares here. Oh, he's cooked. It was the one offset there that could have potentially really halted this, but Angel just going to power through. You could see the attention to detail, trying to deal with the doorway, and almost deal with the short attention early, and actually caught through the smoke as well. Ardis comfortably finding Mystic, and this is a tragedy for Fnatic, looking a little rusty in this regard, whereas FPX, comfortable thus far. Let's see if there's any potential in this retake. Bear in mind, they do still have rifles, but plenty of upgrades now sitting with FPX as well, so they're not exactly under-equipped. Let's see if that Prowler's going to find much. It's just time. Yeah, and it looks like the rifles are more important, so it looks like a 3-play save coming into this, or coming out of this, should I say.
For the thoughts, we look towards offsetting the purchase, but this A-piece, it's like it might be repeated. Again, the utility perfect. Boaster this time around, the adjustment towards Heaven will grant him a kill onto Angel, but elsewhere, yeah, Ardis has found Durka on the other side of the map toward B main, winning out once again on the extremity here, and hasn't pulled an immediate rotation. Alfajer kind of drifting through spawn now.
This is where it gets tricky, isn't it? Because they've now had success on B, which does now force the response from Fnatic. They have to then dedicate maybe Alfajer a little closer towards that B site. You can see that information was the name of the game for Enzo, trying to find a little bit more of a fact finder through B main. Sees nothing, so it does at least allow for the rotation, but by now you can see how close FPX are. Boaster already in trouble. The flash, super valuable. Win. And again, short, they are being held up a little. Boaster still given chances. And there's support now here. FPX getting caught up on this cross, buying a couple of valuable seconds for Fnatic to get to the right place. This 2v2 is all feasible now. The Prowler going to go and does at least catch Zuyef2 on the side, but the response in kind. Xiao, so prepared for this. Enzo up on top. Looking for these two players. He knows where they are now. He has to find them. The spray transfer. I thought maybe... Xiao starting to address the problems that could be presented. And the Prowler doesn't find Alfajer. So again, he has gone unnoted. And how long does he wait? Spots 1 waits. Spots 2, he waits and he delivers.
Spike down mid.
That's huge impact already. And now Xiao starting to sweat a little here. Tagged up as well. And that's the problem. Alfajer, this guy's a monster.
No way.
He's doing it all himself. I said they had to address the problem.
No.
They've got to address this, man. He is unbelievable. The patience on the first two, the control, the absolute knowledge on the third, and just the shutdown. This guy is the full package. 7-3 now for him individually, but the first round for Fnatic.
Beautifully done from Alfajer.
But now FPX do need to kind of keep in mind eye towards middle, because I feel like Fnatic's answer is now to apply a bit more pressure towards it. It was one of the unaddressed areas, and there's a bit of a brawl on this, but FPX still went out with the effective trade at the end.
And the
Bolster
res
going down and Durka going down, and you're right, the rest is there and available. Now, alfajer, you made a huge impact before, you're not going to get it this time. Sugetsu puts him to bed, leaving just Enzo alive, and that wall's going to deny the vast majority of what he wants. Going to take Artist with him, but the final 3, not going to be so easy.
No res is safe, on a sense, when everything is paper thin.
Spike planted.
Enzo punishing
I love
that one.
caster.
Oh, yeah. Big Clinton fanboy.
Aren't we all?
Enzo, though, the 1v3. The first will fall. Zipan.
Well, don't give him individual fights.
Yeah, a little overzealous with that one, to be honest, but the door will close now. Get a comfortable setup on site. Enzo, 55 HP.
I got a bit nervous, Mike.
Yeah, here again, we have a very, very aggressive push towards mid. No real secrets about it. Desperately trying to find something with the tour de force there is Ardis. Fnatic, actually, I mean, they're tempered initially here and will be rewarded with the first blood.
FPX being halted on this push through market. While Durka still has this space, it can create a nasty little crossfire in the push out. So Xiao will eventually need to really work on trying to remove him if they do want to continue on this pathway. Looks like it's going to be smoked in as well, almost baited in. Enzo going to unleash. This is gorgeous. This is exactly why Fade is a real fiend in these rounds. It can be such a problem. The late round coming in, the information that was just passed through, they kept control, and Fnatic at least allow opportunity for Mystic here. There's the response, and there is the pop of the ult. So again, I want to see the kind of proof in the pudding. Prowler going to go in, and site is taken. So Fnatic having to respect the utility invested. There's not much you can really do about that. Then you have to play for the retake at this point.
I mean, the amount of time it lasts. I mean, Enzo actually does have the ultimate as well for the retake. Mystic as well. Those are 2 huge ultimates to consider here for the retake, and they both get invested.
There it is. How much damage to do? Not enough. Angel still going to catch 2 of them. alfajer and Boaster go down. Mystic with the trade on towards him, but now they still need to find more facts out towards site. Mystic trying to clear towards Hell, but there's so many other problems. Zipan caught as well. Enzo's crossfire holds on this. Durka needed that shot, doesn't quite get it. It's the 3v2 making the 3v1. Enzo's down. And FPX.
Popping his ult.
Well, let's see if they get anything here. It's going to be Durka who might swing through the smoke. Let's see what the timing's like on this. And there it is. Durka does push the smoke. And he finds one, but both with good timing on the push out as well. Mystic's going to capitalize towards Xiao. And you said it, without utility, this hit was going to be pretty difficult. But they still have 2 standing, 2 on their feet to get to an Angel. And Angel's dipped towards the side. He's got a chance on this. Slips through the net, but now there's a problem. He has to try and find more here. A 2v2. Both players tucked in towards Heaven. They've got the spike back to hand. 10 seconds now to get that plant down. Angel has to hold this. He has to keep his teammates safe. Prowler gonna go in, force him back towards Hell. Does allow Sugetsu some time to swing, but you can see already desperate to try and get in there, but it's Enzo. The spacing was good. The positioning was decent enough for Enzo to get that trade.
That Artist has got himself tucked into a deadly position in towards Pizza.
So nice.
Sugetsu with the wall up. Again, almost a throwback here, but both players for Fnatic tucked into backside. That fragment is going to force one player out, and actually Xiao going to punish.
Certainly does. alfajer is still here, though, still standing and still fragging, at least for one. Didn't get much more, and Xiao's right there. But actually struggling to handle this for now. You're going to have Mystic tucked towards CT and Boaster trying to work it back in through middle, but we already know that the player had held that mid position for a while now, and it is Ardis. So Mystic, 50 HP and a bit of a dream at this point to try and remove these players. But again, I've got to talk about the start of this round because all but aware. And Ardis again finds Boaster.
Just can't find Angel though.
No. And again, these mid fights, they're still working out for FPX.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's just death bally. There's so many bodies here. And maximum is going to be, what, 2 people on the side of Fnatic contesting mid. FPX putting their numbers to work.
Ready.
In fact, they've been able to do that. Well, we've been seeing that someone like, Durka has been trying to find loopholes in this ways to poke through, and the timing doesn't work out. Does he even catch a pixel?
This mid setup is disgusting as well. There's one tucked in behind a refrigerator, one to sub Rosa.
Oh, the flash is great. Oh, the bailout, though. Enzo just about gets there in time. The post of the ult comes out. And actually, there's a fight on this. So now we've got Xiao and Artist, maybe a little baffled, but the double stack on short working perfectly for Fnatic here. Spike is down in middle, and that's probably the biggest issue.
30 seconds left.
Fear will be revealed with that. Actually, can't close out that kill. Yeah, they can't actually remove that kill with Durka and Enzo still applying a little bit of pressure. The cross is difficult.
They've got the spike. They've got 13 seconds. Alfajer just needs to hold this.
Look away,
cross.
reposition
That's all he's
to.
got to do. And now the Prowler.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is great. This is everything you'd want. Alfajer, great reposition, good patience, didn't go too early, tucked himself in safely. Triple middle, Artist holding it and just setting up the others. But it felt like Boaster was aware of the chance. He slipped back to that nice little headshot position. Falls out that there's some naughtiness afoot. Zepan does find Mystic. And the spike is now down, but certainly not lost. Well within arm's reach. But the early destruct just coming out purely at this point from FPX is a problem. Now they have to work back in the site. They have little to no information on it, and they're just going to have to go for it. Durka going to lead his way in. Alpha is on to find Angel, and actually Fnatic death calling their way forward. This is working out.
Fan going to try and flash through here. If Artist can swing at the same time, but he's punished. Durka and Alpha find one. Sugetsu, last one. The paint shell posted in. Good for the first and the second, actually. For Fnatic.
There looks like they were potentially off. Oh, the shot from Zepan. It's a stunner. Catches Boaster completely unawares.
Removes the smokes.
When you're on the money, yeah, this becomes a little bit harder to hit, but you can see Durka trying to find the timing on this, but there is still two players on site, and there's to surely say hello to his little friend. Gonna find Durka. And they've just chipped away at Fnatic. Like, you got three standing, yeah, they're better equipped, but by numbers alone. And speaking of numbers, 30 seconds on the board, Mike. They're running out of time.
Yeah, look at where Angel's got to as well.
30 seconds.
Got himself all the way out into A lobby. Fnatic have to
he's gonna hear
scramble
all of
to get
this.
through.
Oh, good damage. You'll put your life on the line for that. That's not bad. Chip damage as well.
And they're both about 50 HP here.
And the cross, you're right, it's Angel who's going to be such an issue. If he just wants to step out a little bit deeper, denies the plant.
Spike down
And
A.
yeah, fake music. It's Angel playing in the song and FPX. No, you're right. Nice little synergy between the two. P comes out, wall goes up. And really, Fnatic working with far less than they'd want. Artist here, going to get a shoulder shown.
Spike down mid.
Sticks around for anyone, a little bit of chip damage to follow as well. The tag's going to come out in middle, but it's not masses. Flash towards market. Not going to find anyone, but it'll at least allow them to cross. And you can see FPX sitting a little deeper here, making Fnatic work for their dinner.
I guess you forced off the angle, though. That's it. I think the Prowler just saw him as well.
They've definitely closed the gap, but again, it's going to be difficult with classics and odds and ends. If this was a bit more bite to the round, I'd have been on board, but
He's ahead of the one-way.
oh, he absolutely is. Angel unawares. Surely has to pay it some sort of credence now, but Dirk with a great punish for the trade-outs effective. FPX still holding numbers, and Angel still holding main. Enzo desperate to trade out, but Xiao's not allowing it. FPX put their foot down on this round. I don't know what Boaster can do now. Doesn't look like that's the case.
Not sure why.
No, me neither, but at this point, Fnatic have a little to work with. They spent the vast majority of the round trying to deal with that, extremity fight, potentially get one of these orbs going, and, well, they've just kind of ignored it once they garnered that potential. FPX fought for that. You could see it was tailor-made to keep control of it. They had to eventually back away, but Artist double-check. Oh, Enzo, that's the shot, but it's all really feeling like it's for nothing. Pads out the stack. And I don't think Fnatic have had a real answer yet.
Durka didn't buy armor and bought a Spectre. And he's popped the Tour de Force.
Bring them down.
It's not.
Any thoughts?
Head empty, no thoughts, actually, Mike.
Okay.
That's not bad, though.
I guess they just know they're winning this round, right?
Yeah, they're like,
Yep.
Don't worry, Durka. We'll let the rest do the work. Durka's 1 HP at the moment.
Watch him find 3 kills.
Of course. Back up to his 6 HP now, don't worry. I'm gonna bait that res.
Strength to strength. Oh, well. Durka's down.
Oh, he's dead. And now Xiao and Zepan up against Boaster, Alfajer, and Enzo. Now, looking at progress-wise, I want to see if Zipan can cut this rotation off. If they try and dip through middle, he has the dirtiest off angle. alfajer better check this or he's dead. Doesn't even predict it.
Because in spawn, though.
Deeper. Yeah. I mean, Enzo at least took the safer route. That is one bonus, so he will be at least able to potentially get around to the site unscathed, and Boaster waiting. Has to secure this, though. Has to keep this safe. And it is for now. Perhaps a spike, no one's taken the bait. The secondary plant.
This is an early pop there, or not. The ultimate would be better used here, with especially with an Odin coming back in on the retake here, but Zipan finds it. He comes through 4 on the round for him, Lauren. They're going to close this out.
I'm going to be honest, this has been a little bit underwhelming as a map too. Maybe kind of pulling back into the fact that Fnatic are working with new players.